In a forest clearing near Dartmouth College, a new kind of robot is rewriting the rules of what machines can do. These are not humanoids or wheeled drones, they are cube-like modules made of rods and strings that can crawl, twist and even build entire structures. In a remarkable series of outdoor tests, these modular robots squeezed under fallen logs, linked together to form bridges across a brook, and even assembled scaffolding strong enough to hold a tent. At one point, a chain of blocks carried a board like a stretcher, supporting the weight of a human dummy, and with the help of a drone, the system even located and rescued a disabled module. So, what makes this breakthrough so special? Until now, most modular robots lived in labs and excelled at only one thing, either moving or connecting. This design combines three capabilities in one: locomotion across unstructured terrain, manipulation of objects, and self-assembly into human-scale structures. Each block is a tensegrity system built from carbon fiber rods and motor-driven strings that can adjust their length. Inside sits a battery, Wi-Fi, and sensors, giving each module up to 3 hours of untethered operation. The latches on the ends let blocks snap together, and when dozens join forces, they transform into something much larger than the sum of their parts. Outdoors, the effect was striking. Ant-like chains of modules stretched across water, scaffolds rose into the air with drone assistance, and the robots demonstrated a kind of structural agility rarely seen in machines. This is the first time modular robots have shown such a wide range of functions in unpredictable real-world conditions rather than carefully controlled lab environments. The historical context makes this even clearer. Decades of modular robotics research produced impressive systems, but they were often tethered, limited to simple reconfigurations, or specialized in a single role. NASA's tensegrity robots, for example, bounced across test fields but didn't self-assemble. Drone-based builders could stack passive blocks, but those blocks didn't move themselves. What Dartmouth has achieved is the first true integration of shape-changing, locomotion, and drone-assisted active construction at human scale. The implications stretch far beyond academia. In a disaster zone, these lightweight modules could be airdropped by the hundreds, crawling into position to form emergency bridges or support temporary shelters. In rugged terrain, they could traverse rubble, climb obstacles, and reconfigure into platforms, ramps, or scaffolds on demand. And with drone assistance, they could assemble tall 3D structures, almost like 3D printing with living blocks. But challenges remain. Each module can only bear limited loads, so scaling up to carry people or heavy equipment requires more engineering. Autonomy is another frontier. Today they rely on human oversight, but in the future, onboard sensors and AI could let swarms coordinate without supervision. Power limits and runtime are also real concerns, with modules lasting only a few hours on one charge. Still, the fact that such robots already function outdoors, untethered, and with real structural impact marks a huge step forward. This technology is about more than clever mechanics, it's about resilience and adaptability in environments where conventional machines fail. Imagine a world where the tools of emergency response are not shipped in as fixed hardware, but delivered as modular kits that reconfigure themselves into whatever is needed: bridges, shelters, scaffolds, or rescue tools. The Dartmouth team and their collaborators have shown us a glimpse of that world, one where machines don't just assist humans, but assemble entire solutions around them. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into future-shaping technologies, and leave a comment below. Do you think modular robots will become the rescue workers and builders of tomorrow?